In the shadows of history, where men and women risked everything for secrets, lived a kind of mind most of us can't even imagine. Spies didn't just survive danger, they walked into it with calm hearts, unshakable confidence, and minds trained like steel. How did they master fear? How did they train their brains to stay calm while staring at death? Today, we'll unlock the hidden psychology of spies and reveal how you too can build an unbreakable mind. Fear is the most natural human emotion. From the time we are children, fear guards us against fire, heights, pain, and uncertainty. But there have been people in history who had to train themselves to go against this primal instinct. The spies. Men and women who lived double lives, walked across enemy borders, carried secrets in their minds, and knew one mistake could mean torture or execution. Yet they did not break. Their minds became fortresses. To understand their secret, we need to understand the psychology of fear itself. Fear is born in the amygdala, the small almond-shaped structure in the brain that sends signals to our body: run, hide, or fight. But spies had to retrain this alarm system. They practiced exposure, slowly facing what terrified them until it lost its power. They learned to control breathing to slow the heart rate, telling the body, "We are safe," even when danger screamed otherwise. They mastered the art of detachment, convincing themselves that even if captured, even if death came, their mission and their country were worth more than their individual survival. This mental rewiring is not just science, it is discipline of the highest order. Imagine walking into a foreign city with a new identity. Every smile could be a trap. Every handshake could be betrayal. Yet the spy keeps walking, calm, composed, a mask of control. How? Because they had embraced something most people run from: the acceptance of uncertainty. Instead of resisting fear, they leaned into it. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" they asked, "What if I succeed?" This reframing is one of the most powerful psychological tools spies used, and it is the same tool you can use in your life. The next time you stand at the edge of risk, whether in career, relationships, or dreams, you can choose to reframe fear not as a signal to stop, but as proof that you're about to do something meaningful. That is what separates those who live safely in the shadows and those who write history. And remember, if you want to keep learning how to rewire your own mind, don't forget to subscribe to Brain Vibe 360, your place for deep psychology and unstoppable motivation. Spies also understood the power of identity. They weren't just playing a role, they became it. A spy could wake up as a merchant, speak as a soldier by noon, and dine as a diplomat by evening. Their survival depended on convincing not just others, but themselves. This is psychology's greatest lesson. Identity shapes action. If you see yourself as weak, your brain follows. If you see yourself as disciplined, confident, unstoppable, your brain obeys. Modern neuroscience confirms this. When you adopt a strong identity, your habits, actions, and courage begin to align with it. So, if you want to be fearless in your own life, stop waiting for courage to arrive. Claim it. Act as though you are already bold, and your mind will catch up. This is exactly how spies erased their fear, by becoming the person who could not afford to fear at all. Now, let us go deeper. Spies operated under constant stress. Yet stress, when harnessed correctly, becomes fuel. The difference between panic and power is perspective. Panic tells you stress is killing you. Power tells you stress is preparing you. Harvard studies reveal that when people reinterpret stress as excitement, performance skyrockets. Spies lived by this. A dangerous mission wasn't a death sentence, it was a challenge, a chance to test their limits. You too can practice this. The next time your heart races before a big moment, don't say, "I'm scared." Say, "I'm ready." That single reframe has changed careers, saved lives, and built legends. But perhaps the greatest psychological strength Spies had was loyalty to a cause larger than themselves. Humans crumble when they feel alone. But when they believe in something greater, a mission, a vision, a people, they become unstoppable. Viktor Frankl, who survived Nazi concentration camps, wrote that those who had a why could survive almost any how. Spies lived by this truth. They knew that even if they died, the secrets they carried, the battles they shaped, could alter the fate of nations. And that gave them strength ordinary people cannot imagine. You too can find this. Anchor your life not in shallow goals, but in a mission that outlives you. When your purpose is great enough, fear becomes small. Now picture this: a spy caught in an enemy city, interrogated under blinding lights. The enemy demands names. Pressure builds. Fear whispers surrender. But the spy breathes, steady, detached. They tell themselves, pain is temporary, silence is forever. That calm comes from training the mind to control attention. Psychologists call it selective focus. What you focus on expands. Spies train to focus not on pain, not on fear, but on duty. This same tool can free you today. Focus on growth, not problems. Focus on what you can build, not what you can lose. And slowly your life becomes as unshakable as their minds. In the end, spies weren't superheroes. They were humans like you and me, but humans who mastered the art of mind control, not over others, but over themselves. They taught us that fear is not the enemy. Fear is the invitation. It is the signal that greatness waits just beyond it. The psychology of spies proves that the strongest weapon in the world is not a gun, not an army, but a mind that refuses to break. So the next time life pushes you to the edge, remember this truth. If they could face death with steady eyes, then you can face your battles with courage. Fear will visit, but it does not have to stay. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to walk forward in spite of it. That is the lesson of the spies. That is the lesson for you. And if you want to keep unlocking the hidden psychology that builds warriors, dreamers, and unbreakable minds, refuses to break. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Brain Vibe 360. Your journey into the deepest corners of the mind starts here. This is where psychology becomes motivation, and where your limits end.